Hello, 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 and happy Friday. I'm Creative Sarah. This is my studio, and welcome. I have a fun shelf shelf. You can't see me. So sorry that you couldn't see me, but I'm here now. I have hi Christy, hi Tammy, hello Michelle and Jackie. I don't know what was happening, why you couldn't see me, but now you can. Hello, Margaret. Crazy About Decor and More is here. Welcome. Okay. Hi, Diane. And Tony. Hello. Okay. We are going to do some shelf sitters today. Got to be careful how I say that word. I've got a couple different ideas, and so I couldn't decide what I should show you. So I'm going to show you all of them. And I can do that because our shelf sitters are double-sided. So basically, we have these cool pumpkin chubbies is what we call them. They stand up. Ta-da! We've got a short one and we have a tall one, and we're gonna do some fun things. We also have this stencil that coordinates, and we have the accents cut out in wood cuts, and so I'm going to show you how to do all of this fun stuff. All right, but first things first, I'm going to take the chubbies as they are, and we're going to do our little trick of painting them. We're going to do it fast and furious, and I'm going to reuse my gloves from the other day. Now, when I use the stencils on here, they're going to be two-toned, and so I'm going to show you a couple different ways to do this. I have to decide which. Okay, I think I'm going to take my ash. This is our ash, new color, dark gray. Love it. You will too when you get it. And I'm going to wash the front side of these with ash, okay? So let me show you how it's done. So I'm just gonna wash the front, and I am gonna do the sides as well. What I love about this is you can see the wood grain. So I'm just washing, and I'm just gonna do the sides of this as well, like the edge. Voila. And we'll go over here. And we'll do the same thing. Okay. I'm just gonna get in and around, and then we'll let this dry. You don't have to do the bottom because it's going to be sitting on the bottom. And then this one, I'm going to pick up a little bit more. Do the same thing. Guys, it's so much quicker than painting with a paintbrush. I don't know. At least I think it is. And you can put it on darker or lighter. You can also do multiple coats. Oops, I got some on the back, and I think that's going to be okay. So we have a sale going on It's called, I don't know what it's like a Christmas in July sale, but it's not Christmas items. So we have chalk paste jars on sale for 25 to 50% off, and they're pairs. So I selected the autumn pair today. It is 25% off retail. If you are a Perks member, you're going to get an additional 30% off of that 25% off sale price. So I want to introduce you to our Perks program, where customers can save an additional 30% on their website orders, also on their club membership if you get our subscription. It's really a great deal. When you comment my keyword, which is pair, P-A-I-R, right down here, I am so far zoomed out. Hold, please. You can see all my mess. That's so much better. And the word pair right here. Okay, so comment that word. I will send you a link for today's project supplies, as well as for the Perks membership info. What you want to do is click the Perks link first, and then when you do that, you'll be able, why is it frozen? That's so weird. I gotta fix my other camera, you guys. Something is very wrong. I'm letting these dry. Let me run over and fix that camera, and hopefully we'll get this going. Oh, decline. All right, hopefully that's working. Let's turn it back on. No, okay. Let me try one more thing. I am sorry, you guys. Who knew? I didn't know that it was frozen. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like being totally nerdy over here. Come on, people. All right. Apparently it needed to update. I don't even know. I feel like it was working fine, and now, okay, so we'll let this dry, and maybe you just don't get to see me anymore. I don't know. I'll try it again. This ash really looks good. If you're brand new, just checking us out for the first time, go ahead and, hi Marilyn, hi Holly. Hi, Stephanie and Vicki. Go ahead and comment the word pair, P-A-I-R, and I will send you all of the information. Plus, you're going to get a link to my free DIY and crafting group, where you'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information. Okay, now, I hate when that doesn't work, but you'll at least see me this way, so it's fine. We'll see if I can set up a different camera view. Now, I'm going to color this one with our Shimmer Harvest, okay? And so this is a nice, like, dark yellow color. If you have paste colors at home, you can also use, another good color would be Hey Pumpkin. That was a great, hey Easton. Just so you know, I'm live. Thank you. He's over there playing Madden and being a boy. Okay, so with our shimmer, you're just gonna have bits of shimmer in here as well, which is great, but I just want to make sure they're going in the in the wood grain area. Okay, and that looks good in the wood grain. That's gonna dry. And I'm gonna grab a new wipe to do our papaya. So these are 25% off. These two colors are, it's a pair. You get them both and they're 25% off. And if you are a Perks member, you're gonna get an additional 30% off. So if you're not a Perks member yet, you're gonna go click on the link to join the Perks membership. You're going to pay $20 to set this up, and we're gonna give you $20 in product credit in your account. So you are not out $20, I promise. This is all math, it all adds up. You're gonna get you pay your $20, you're gonna get $20 product credit in your account, and then go back to my message and hit that link for the supplies. Then you can, when those pop up on your screen, you'll add them to your cart. And I'm gonna keep these on for a minute. And then everything in your cart will be 30% off, including those sale items. So it's a really good deal. So on one side of these, I painted them ash, and on the other side, I painted them with the fall colors, because we're gonna do double-sided, and I'm gonna show you what we're creating. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna set these aside, and I'm gonna pull out all of my pieces, my wood cuts. These are the accessories. Okay. So these are the accessories. This comes from my Etsy woodcut shop. Okay, I'm gonna do we can do a little painting here. A little bit of water. Okay. We're gonna do a little painting on these. You could also leave them, I'm just getting them a little bit wet with water. Okay, and I'm just gonna go in with my ash, and I'm gonna paint these loosely with ash. I'm gonna do a little sanding technique on them, and then I will, we're gonna actually chalk the stencil on them as well. Okay, there we go. So it's kind of okay if it's a little distressed looking, because I'm going to be sanding the edges anyway. It's what I love to do with my wood cuts. Here we go. Need a little bit more water here. It's his nose. So you're seeing, what you're gonna be seeing is I'm going to be making one side of these pumpkins Halloween, and one side is going to be just fall. And what this does is it extends the use of your shelf sitter. so that you, like, if it's Halloween, that ends October 31st. You're not going to keep that up until like Thanksgiving, right? But if you flip these around and just use the fall side, you're set until Thanksgiving, till after Thanksgiving when you put up your Christmas or holiday, whatever you do. So it's extending the life of your decor by making them double-sided, okay? These, I think what I'll do is I'll paint them with some vanilla. So we've got ash and we've got vanilla. I'm just gonna grab that same old brush. Oops, I forgot to, I'll do this one without, I need a little water. But this is just a background, so we're not even, these are gonna be leaves and a little, there's a stem already, but there's gonna be leaves and this little like viney thing here. So we're gonna be adding some details to our autumn pumpkins, and we're gonna add some details also to the Halloween side, which are gonna be like a jack-o'-lantern with the faces. It's gonna be very cool. And okay, here we go, friends and family. Just getting a base on here is good, because we're gonna stencil on the actual images, and then these will need to dry. Awesome. I'm gonna use these again in a second, so we'll let that go. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Dean B. Okay. Let's dry these. And I'm gonna go see if I can get that camera working. Or turn on the other one. Okay. All right, let me try one more time to see if this will work. I don't know. I'll try this other camera. I am having a struggling, ugh. All right, why are none of my camera, you guys, this is ridiculous. It's seriously unacceptable. I don't know why. I've got two phones over here. Neither of them are working. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. I'm so annoyed. I'm super annoyed. If you could see my face, you would be like, yeah, Sarah's super annoyed. Okay. Oh, I think I got it to work. Still annoyed because it shouldn't be happening. Okay, now we're going to do something with this stencil. So this is all the shapes that I'm going to use. To make it easier on myself, I'm going to cut apart some of this stuff. And when I'm cutting apart, there are no lines on this. I'm just going to make sure that there is a good border between all of the shapes that I'm cutting, okay? I'm going to oops, didn't mean to do that. Fold it over and I cut it. Okay, so I have that shape. I'm gonna have to trim that down, those shapes. I'm gonna cut these faces apart. Not each individual, but like that face can be on one. There. Okay. So I've cut those apart. You can do that. Makes it easier. All right, now on this side, I'm going to do two unique colors of pumpkins. We're going to do a white pumpkin and we're going to do a eucalyptus pumpkin. They are some of my favorite colors to add into my pumpkins. If you've ever seen those, they're so pretty. They're like heirloom pumpkins. Eucalyptus and vanilla. I'm just adding a little wax between this color and what I'm about to do. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that out because I'm gonna wax the other things too. Thank you, Ro. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lori. Hi, Barb. All right, now this is gonna get set down on top of my pumpkin. There you go. You can use this with or without you can use this with or without the pumpkin chubbies. So you can put this, like you can do like a border of pumpkins on anything, windows, mirrors, wood, anything you want to kind of show off. This one is going to be vanilla. I'm gonna take my small squeegee, so it's a little bit bigger than the mini, and I'm just going to add my vanilla to this, just going over the sun. Okay, I just almost said sunscreen instead of silk screen. Oops. I've got a little, my son, for his birthday, they went to the beach today, and I've been talking about sunscreen all morning, and so that's probably why I was about to say sunscreen. I'm so glad it's Friday. All right, and we are just, oh, how did I get red? There must have been some red in, well, that's not cool. Now I'm really gonna have like a funky heirloom color because there's like streaks of red in here. Okay. I'm gonna wash this off before I use it again, because we don't need to add red. All right, it's probably my fault, it's all right. I am gonna use a little bit of espresso for the handle of the pumpkin, the handle, the stem. There we go. Creating a little ombre effect right there. There we go. So it looks white pumpkin. We're not done with it. We're gonna let that dry. This is gonna get washed really quickly. Who's got plans this weekend? You guys doing anything fun? Other than attending the Christmas in July sale tonight at 8 p.m. inside the live group. So if you are not a member of my my group, go ahead and comment that keyword and I will send you a message, and there will be a link in that message where you can join my free DIY and crafting group. You will get all sorts of ideas, inspiration, and insider information, but you also get to take part in my live events and my live sales and things of that nature. All right, so now we're gonna do this one. First we will wax. Then, oh geez, I was looking ahead. I'm like, oh, let's turn on the glue gun. However, my battery is out. There, good to go. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Stephanie. You're moving again. Ooh, and a class reunion. That is fun. My class is lame, and we have not had a class reunion since it would have been our 20th. That was the last time we had a reunion. And let me put it to you this way. The next time we have one, it'll probably be our 30th. Okay, eucalyptus. Here we go. This is going to be so pretty. Beautiful. You could also mix colors to do like an ombre, because they are oftentimes multicolored. Like they're not, there's a little bit of like shading on these. The different colored pumpkins. They're just so pretty. Okay. Done with that. Now we're going to go ahead and give it a stem. Achoo! Achoo! I think going live makes me sneeze. I don't know. Because I feel like I sneeze often on my live videos. Oh, it's got like stuff on my shirt. Just received my 2 new colors. Yay! Ash and marmalade. Perfect. Thank you. Marmalade would be cute for the pumpkins too. Very cute. Very, very cute. If you got the color of the month, marigold, that would be perfect. That would be pretty to like use for the fall as well. And I think you could get away with putting it on a pumpkin. Okay. Let's peel this up. Whoa. Do, 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 do. These are so pretty. All right, I'm gonna wash this and we're gonna put everything together when I come back. You gotta do a little bit more chalking on our little pieces and then we're going to be assembling. If you want the project supplies for this project, comment the word pair, P-A-I-R, and I will send you a message with the link to grab these items. You'll be able to get all of the surface, the stencils, all the colors, everything in the first chalk supply link. And then there's another link that is for my Etsy woodcut shop where you can pick up coordinating woodcuts that match all of our stencils. And then I also have lots of little decor kits available in the wood shop as well. So keep an eye out. We do update it fairly regularly now. Okay, let's get our mouth situation. I'm gonna sand these so that they're a little distressed on the edges. Okay. Just trying not to sand my nail. Keep my nail polish looking good. Thank you, Marilyn. Hi, Mimi. Hello. Oh, I keep getting it. Oh my goodness. It is like a stormy day today. Well, it's not storming here, but the clouds look so dark, so ominous. Okay. I am not going to sand the white ones. They don't need it. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna paste I'm just lining this up. Concentrating. Okay. And we're going to take our black. You could use shimmer shadow or black velvet. Either of those would, and the shimmer shadow is shimmery, and so it would look really cool. I'll tell you what, I'll do one of these in regular black velvet, and I'll do one in the shimmer shadow, and then you can see the difference. So here we go. I am just scraping the paste onto where the silk screen is. Done. And then I'm going to peel this up. Awesome. Awesome. We have one more. There we go. All right, so this is going to get washed really quick. We'll pop this into the water. The quicker you wash your stencils, the easier it is to get the chalk off or to get whatever it is that you're using off. I always wash mine right away, and then you don't have to worry about it after the fact. Like, it's super quick, easy. If you let it dry, you can still wash it off. However, it's going to be a little bit harder, just a little bit harder to get that off because you have to like let it reconstitute, get that water. Hi, Boston gal. Hi, Ginger, Ashley, hello. Okay. Now, set those aside to dry. And we're going to do the shimmer on the second set so you guys can see how that looks. I do love me some shimmer. I really do. All right. I'm gonna line up my mouth first. And then the nose. And then that eyeball. And then this eyeball. I think he needs to be moved a little. Okay, we're gonna do it with shimmer shadow. So this is a black with kind of like a glitter in there. Perfect. All right. Let's go ahead and start peeling this up. Oh, the shimmer looks good, you guys. Looks amazing. Okay. All right. Go wash this, be right back, and we're gonna assemble it all together. Hi, Claudette, welcome. If you're new or you just tuned in, we are creating some shelf sitter pumpkins today. And what you'll see is that I'm doing double-sided. You can get all of the supplies if you comment the keyword pair, P-A-I-R. And when you do that, I will send you a message. If you're watching on Facebook or on Instagram, I'll send you a message right in your DMs. And you can get the link for all of the project supplies there, and then you will also get a link for my free DIY and crafting group. You'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information there. Okay, oops, I forgot about these. We have to do I think I was gonna use pesto. Pesto, presto, changeo. Pesto. And some espresso. So watch this. You can do 2 of these without cleaning your stencil. So I'm going to get some pesto, and that's green. And we're going to do these leaves, and I'm going to lift it up. So there's one leaf, and then I'm going to do the next leaf right again. I'm just going to lay this back down. And you didn't have to clean in between. It works great like 2-3 times, but then eventually you'll need to clean that. So we'll do the same thing on this. I'm going to lay this down. There we go. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to pick it up, set that aside, get my next one, and we'll lay it on top. Pressing it down. So it saves a little bit of time. And then we'll wash these. Smooth and remove any extra, put it back in the container. Peel this one up. I'm gonna stick it right there. And we're gonna do these in the exact same manner, except instead of using pesto, we're going to use espresso, which is our dark brown color. Okay, so just pick up a little bit. Little bit goes a long way. Perfect. And we'll do... Oh, no, I just smeared it with my finger. I'll try to fix that. If you do something like that, I'll show you how to maybe try to fix it. Sometimes you need to just let it go, but sometimes you can fix it. Dark brown on white, not the best combination for trying to fix it. However, okay. I'm gonna see if I can. I might just smear it more. Easton! I don't know what he's doing. All right, that's not too bad. And I'm gonna take my pokey tool and scrape down the middle. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm gonna wash these itty bitty pieces and then assembly. Hi Sharon, hi Jerry, welcome. Hope everyone is having a fabulous Friday. Taking a little break from your day. Or maybe you're working and watching. Sometimes that happens. I know I'd love to like be multitasking, like listening to something or watching something while I'm working, depending on what it is that I'm doing. As long as I don't have to be like super intensely involved. Go ahead and comment that keyword pair, P-A-I-R, to get all of the supplies for this project, as well as learn how you can save 30% on all of your website orders. And what else? And you'll get a link to my free DIY and crafting group. Okay. Let's put away some of this stuff that we no longer need. All the colors. There we go, there we go. Okay. Assembly. And we're just going to use our hot glue, but I am going to dry these and make sure they're totally dry before. I'm just going to use my quick dry tool. Okay, everything is dry. Now, on these, we're going to do, I'm going to add my little leaves. And this little curly Q here. Okay. And then what I'm gonna do is grab a little, here it is, a little bit of my favorite like knitted ribbon. I'm gonna make a little bow. And I'm just gonna hot glue that in place. There we go. So this is super cute fall decor. When we flip it over, what I think I'll do is I'm gonna add something to this too. Since I have this sticking up, I wanted it sticking up. This one, I'm gonna get the little eyes on here. What I'll probably do is add a little something something up here to cover that up so you don't see it. Don't want his mouth crooked. There we go. Like what I'm thinking is I will grab a little raffia. That might be fun. Let's see. Okay, so I've got a little raffia. I'm gonna make a bow, and if I put that up there, that might be. I also maybe could paint this side. I'm gonna eliminate this issue on this one. I'm gonna do it in brown and make it look like a stem. This is our espresso. Just make it look like a little stem in the background. Okay. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Everything's awesome. Okay. I'm going to put some raffia. That looks cute. And maybe we'll do like a little leaf. I certainly could do not the wooden leaf, but we'll just do like one little leaf right here to match. And so there you've got like your little raffia bow and your little leaf, and it's gonna be great. Come on over here. We'll start on this one. I'm gonna do something different on this one. I am not gonna let this pop up. I'm gonna have him kind of tucked over here. And then we'll do one of the leaves down here. And we'll do this one there. So this is not going to interfere. I'm going to grab my ribbon, make my bow. Let me make it a little bit tighter. There we go. Perfect. Looks super cute. Now I'm going to flip it over and we're going to do our Halloween. And I will grab raffia, etc. for this too, so that it matches. These are so fun. And And you have them year after year. I'm going to do a leaf. Pressing that down. And I'm going to go grab some raffia real quick from my raffia thing. I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, but I will today. My raffia uh-oh. Okay. I bought my raffia from the Dollar Tree, and all I did was I bought a hula skirt for $1.25, and I just use it. I used the raffia from that. It was such a great idea because there was so much in there. Okay. And I'm gonna trim this. Okay, so cute, you guys. We have our Halloween pumpkins, right? And we can, whenever you start decorating in September for Halloween, whatever you do, then after Halloween is over, flip, and now we just have our autumn pumpkins, and these can be out for, you know, till after Thanksgiving. Aren't they cute? Thank you, Christy. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Michelle. Hello, hello. Hope you guys are having a great day. All right, so to get the project supplies for this project, which includes everything except the ribbon and the raffia, right? Like you're gonna get the wood cuts, you can get the pumpkins, the colors, all of these items, and the stencil too. You're just gonna comment the word pair, P-A-I-R. It's right there. It's there. It's right there. Comment the word pair, and I will send you a message with all of that. So that's all I have for you today. It was a fun project, and you've got a double-sided Halloween or autumn. By the way, you don't even have to do the you could do them both Halloween, you could do them both autumn. You don't even have to make them double-sided if you don't want. You could just do you. But I'm showing you all the ways. All right. You guys have a great rest of your Friday. I will see you in my group at 8 p.m. tonight for our big Christmas in July party event tonight. Thank you, Gina, so much. All right. We'll see you.